Nice, we're good. Welcome to BitTopia. Today we have a really interesting project to speak about, and the founder, Adrian Garelik, has blessed us with his time to kind of go over the features available on Flixxo. I heard about this project in Amsterdam when you gave a presentation, and I found it really, really interesting. And I just thought it would be nice for people to kind of get an angle on the fun side of blockchain, not so much, everyone's so kind of involved with the money aspect of it and how it helps banks and things like that, which I have no interest in. I'm more interested in how blockchain can be used for projects such as yours. And yeah, if you to start off with, I guess, how did you get into the crypto space? What caught your attention? And a little bit about your previous projects.
Okay, well, let me tell you a little bit about me. I am a filmmaker in Buenos Aires, in Argentina. I was always interested on technological companies. I had two technology companies, mainly focused on video distribution and gaming. So the story began one day when I went to a yoga class, and my yoga instructor put a sign saying, "We take Bitcoin." So yeah, that was the first time I have heard of Bitcoin before that, but it was the first time I really noticed about this, and the first time I started researching, reading, watching documentaries, trying to learn about this.
What year was that?
Sorry, what year? 2013.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, before the empty box.
Yeah. You must have been a very innovative yoga instructor.
Yeah. So the first thing I find out with Bitcoin is that there is a great potential for doing something with cinema. At the beginning, I didn't know much about smart contracts and the possibilities of making something different than payments. So I started looking for a way of financing movie productions with Bitcoins, which turned to the foundation of Rootstock lately. I started meeting some guys. I started going to the meetups. Bitcoin meetups in Buenos Aires were interesting. There was a strong community here. There is even a building called the Bitcoin Embassy. Yeah, it's a very nice place. So the community was strong, so I started speaking with the community and meeting some guys, and these guys introduced me another guys, and I was always telling them how we can produce cinema with this. And finally, I met Sergio Lerner, who was part of Bitcoin Core. At that moment, he was like an advisor, a security advisor for Bitcoin Core, but he was also a security advisor for Ethereum, and he was advising all projects involved related to Bitcoin or blockchain or whatever. He was advising it. So I asked him how it is possible that you don't have a project of your own. We started working on a project of his own, and we decided to go into a Turing complete platform for smart contracts on top of Bitcoin, and that was the beginning of Rootstock. We got funded, we gathered a great team, and yes. And within Rootstock, when I was part of the team of Rootstock and we were developing this, and everything turned into financial stuff and very technological stuff, I was still like worried about developing something on cinema, on arts, on entertainment, because I discovered the possibilities of doing something with smart contracts, because, okay, we have learned about the transference of value, and a license of a certain content can be seen as a value, and also as the rules inherent to that value. The license are the rules inherent to some value. So that are smart contracts. Smart contracts are rules attached to value. So if we can move content and we can set the rules for that content, and this rule has to be followed in order for you to watching this content. So there is a potential for doing something related to blockchain and arts, entertainment.
Nice.
So
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. You wanted to still do something in the film scene or video production and things like that. So what inspired you towards building Flixxo? How did that come about?
Well, when in Rootstock, I started advising all the media companies trying to build something on top of blockchain, video, music, books, arts, wherever. And I found out everybody was focusing on micropayments or payments, only using these kind of technologies as a mechanism for payment. But they didn't find out about the potential of smart contracts and these technologies. So starting advising them. And with many video companies, I told them, you need to go, you need to decentralize the distribution of content. You need to do something similar to Popcorn Time, because Popcorn Time at that moment was a huge success with 100 million users in 2 years or something like that. So it proved that this distributed application can go mainstream. It is not about trying to create a super complicated solution for I don't know, for financial stuff. It's trying to reach the final users. And Popcorn Time succeed on that, on reaching final users. There was a super easy interface, similar to Netflix. It was super easy to use, and nobody ever know that they were using Bittorrent.
Yeah.
In fact, most of the people didn't know they were sharing content.
Yeah, I love Popcorn Time's interface. I actually thought it was revolutionary. The concept of using torrents kind of became so simplified, and the interface was very, very friendly. I even liked it better than Netflix. And yeah, that was a really great project. It was really one of the first times I saw something come out that was, open source. It was open source, right?
Yes.
And kind of allow anyone to connect with torrents without needing to know how to, deal with the technical aspect of it or the kind of messy side of it, that you could get moms and dads to use it very easily. And I thought that was really great.
And I feel that the essence of BitTorrent is the same essence than Bitcoin. And for having the same essence, I don't know, at the beginning, banks tried to ban Bitcoin because they say, oh, this technology is only for evil. It's for buying drugs, for laundering money. It was the same with BitTorrent and the film industry. But they still try to fight BitTorrent. 16 years after the invention of BitTorrent, the movie studios are still trying to fight them instead of really accepting that this is an amazing technology for content distribution. I mean, every day there are more than 50 million users on top of BitTorrent networks, and you can watch content in very good quality. The content is distributed in a compelling manner, much better than HBO when you try to watch Game of Thrones on Sundays. If you try to watch Game of Thrones on Sundays on HBO Go, it never worked. It crashed all the time. This never happens with BitTorrent networks because they distribute. I mean, the responsibilities of distributing this content is not on top of a centralized server.
Yeah.
If this way is complicated, I can take this other way. So there is always a way of reaching that content fast in a compelling manner. So I think that movie studios should learn from these kind of technologies. They should learn from the banks that finally took blockchain technologies in order to improve their business.
For sure. And this is something, there's another project called Storage. And
yes.
I always use that as an example that personal computers hold a lot more space when combined in a decentralized manner. When, if you really put that into contrast with data centers, they can never compete with that. So like what you just said, HBO on Sunday, trying to access that, I mean, you're trying to get it from maybe 1 or 2 different data centers. And, you can easily, like block the stream and people won't be able to access it. But in terms of distribution, the more people have it, the easier it becomes for everyone to kind of connect and use it. So it's like creating your own road rather than, trying to use one highway, which can create a lot of traffic and you're stuck in there hoping to get to your destination. This decentralization kind of allows you to create your own highway and other people can use bits and pieces of each highway to kind of get to where they need to. And just so people better understand, if you were to look at Netflix or YouTube, which is, I guess, something you want to compete with, what current issues do you see with them? What is it that, apart from, I guess, what you just described?
Because video has huge costs on infrastructure. You need to build an infrastructure on bandwidth and storage space. There are only 3 companies that can afford deploying a global video platform. I mean, Google, Amazon, and Facebook. There are no other company in the world that can afford a global content distribution platform. I mean, Netflix runs on top of Amazon. They don't even have their own server. So I think that from here to 5 years, when Amazon Prime deploys and grows more, I think there is not going to be space for Netflix anymore, because it's competing against the same interests that Amazon has on its own platform. So maybe you will see Netflix migrating to other cloud storage solutions, or I don't know, or trying to build up servers, which I don't think is going to happen. So having only 3 companies controlling all the video market, they have monopolized everything, and they have set their rules. They are not letting people monetize. Authors are not monetizing. And since authors are not monetizing, they are not creating good quality content. It's like a vicious circle, no? In which users are not reaching the content they really want to watch, authors are not monetizing, and advertisers cannot reach their audiences because everybody skips ads. Even I have a 2-year-old kid, and he skips ads. You watch YouTube.
I know what you mean. Yeah. It's similar to the music industry as well, where the intermediaries, so the middleman, kind of takes, I think, 70% of the profit from the music, and the artists are left with, I guess, a very small percentage, which rarely do people realize this. And being able to remove that, there's some projects kind of like doing what you're doing, but for the music industry, allows the individual to receive a lot more funds, so they can invest that back into their music, or expand on the quality of their work, or a lot of opportunities kind of open up that we are not able to kind of provide for artists, and at this point, because it's so centralized and there's all these intermediaries taking so much of the fees. And it will get to a point where, I mean, why would you give it to a centralized platform when you can kind of make a lot more profit and be rewarded by distributing it through a decentralized platform that removes that intermediary?
And removing this intermediary creates a strong bonds between users and authors, which now doesn't exist on YouTube. I think there is a disconnection between authors and their followers. They might think this guy is a rock star and he's earning millions because he sees that, oh, okay, you have 2 million views per month on your content, so you are a rock star. But this guy is not making a living out of this.
Yeah.
So there is a strong disconnection. So sometimes a YouTuber needs to create sponsored content in order to make a living out of its work, and he starts losing followers because of that. And a follower in a space like YouTube is super important, because once you lose a follower, it is very, very hard for users to reach you again, because there is so many content within the platform. The system is so oversaturated.
So sure.
Yeah, that you can't afford losing a follower.
Nice. And in terms of, I guess, being rewarded through Flixxo, can you just explain so we can better understand? So you can distribute the payment, from what I saw in the white paper, with a smart contract, meaning you don't need to do this manually. It's all automated. To the director, actor, producer, etc., via smart contract. Just a bit in layman's terms, just so people understand it.
Okay, basically, when an author makes his content available to a network, he's not uploading content. He's only just, I don't know, putting the content on his computer, connecting his computer to the network, and he's the first node of the distribution channel. He can use some tools to create like a stronger bootstrap of its content, but at the beginning, he's basically the first node of the distribution channel. And he sets in a smart contract of its content. He can set like this content worth 10 Flixx, which is our token. And he also sets a reward for the network. That means if people is distributing my content, if people, after watching my content, they keep the content on their computers and they keep their connections open to distribute the content with other users of the networks in a peer-to-peer fashion, like any Bittorrent network, I'm going to share with them my earnings. The more earnings I share with them, the more chances that these guys become my distributors. So the video gets viralized, and there is a user that wants to watch this content and is keen to pay 10 credits, 10 Flixx for watching this. So the smart contracts automatically splits the earnings between the producer of users distributing this content, the network of seeders. Also, the author can set on a smart contract which are the member of its team who are going to monetize. It's not only one author. Maybe it's 10% for the director, 5% for the actor, 20% for the scriptwriter. I don't know. He sets that on a smart contract. He sets the wallets, and every time there is a payment, the money is split automatically. And the last point, yes.
This be changed for every video?
Sorry?
Can you change these percentages for every video? So let's say you're an author and you work on a different project with someone else, you add new members for that one, and
yes. You set all the parameters of the distribution of the earnings. You set all the parameters for each individual video.
Wow, that's really cool. Like when you really think about that, that removes the need to go through a lawyer and pay all these fees and lose so much of your reward for your hard work to intermediaries. And it's really revolutionary, and I hope people really understand what's going on here. I mean, it may take a few years for them to really get the grasp of what's happening in the blockchain space, but once you understand it, I mean, there's no way a centralized model, existing models can even compete with this. This for me is a replication of nature in many ways.
Yeah, it could be seen like that.
Beautiful. And so that's how the distribution works, and that's really good because it's all transparent. There's no weird vibes between the director and the actor, and it's all kind of there so they can see it. And that also, like you said, strengthens their relationship because they don't have to worry about these things. It's all automated, and they can go on about their day doing better work.
Yes, and I think in this kind of models in which users need to somehow pay for the content, turns the user a little more picky with the content. He's not going to watch any kind of content. He's going to ask for more quality content from authors. So, but in this ecosystem that we have created so far, we have created a value that it's important for authors and it's important for users, but it is not yet a value. It's not a valuable value. It has no real world value. So we open the door for advertisers. So if a user runs out of tokens, he can also ask for advertising. And the advertiser pays to the user for watching its advertising.
So it's even better for the advertisers because you said, like, for example, your son just skips through the advertisement. No one really wants to watch it. But if you're being rewarded and you can use that reward then to watch videos later, you might actually end up watching the entire advertisement, Yeah,
it's a tool that is being used on gaming. If you are playing, I don't know, Clash Royale or Candy Crush, and you run out of lives, the platform offers you to watch a video in exchange of lives, of 5 tokens, or a sword, an armor, or whatever. And it works. It has been proved that more than 90% of the users are keen to watch 15 seconds or 30 seconds of advertising in exchange of something.
Nice. And it's on demand, right? Like it doesn't just pop up. Like do people?
No. You run out of credit. You don't want to wait until the distribution mechanism is paying you because I'm distributing 3-4 videos and it's giving me 1 credit every 10 minutes. I don't know. I want to watch that video right now, so I ask for advertising. And this puts value in the hands of the user. So it's what I told you. Now that I have this value and I want, every time I watch a video, I'm losing this. It's not like it is the same model that YouTube, but the flow of revenues is different.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I really like it.
Now advertisers don't control the content, because sometimes advertisers say, I'm not going to advertise on top of this content. Now they are not advertising on top of content. They are advertising on top of a platform and straight to their users, to their consumers. So I want to advertise to a, I don't know, 14-year-old kid that lives in United States. Okay, I go through him. I don't need to go through all the platform and all the content. I know this guy want to watch this. I don't mind the content he's going to watch after this. I have reached my audience. And the user, now that has this value, can be picky, as I told you, with content producer, and ask them for more quality content. Because now, when I'm giving you these tokens, I'm giving you value, because you can get these tokens and find advertisers who are going to buy this token from you and pay you cash, money, or Ether, or Bitcoin, or wherever. But this creates a real market for this token. This creates a monetary value on top of this token.
Yeah,
so everybody's happy.
What I appreciate about it is it removes the binge watching. You know, people just kind of sitting there dozed off, just watching stuff, not even realizing it. With this, I would actually like look for really interesting stuff to watch. I wouldn't just be like, you know, really like watching garbage just because it's just flying through my brain, you know. And I think I appreciate that aspect. You know, we live in an era where people don't realize how much they can just sit there like just watching the most ridiculous videos, and after like 3 hours go, what the hell have I been doing with my time?
Yes.
You know?
And YouTube has an algorithm in which they don't serve you the content you want to watch. They serve you the content that better monetize them.
Wow.
So it is not even connected to what you want to watch. This is not even connected with that. They have developed mechanism in which you spend 3 hours watching garbage, and you don't realize why. And you are monetizing, but not for you, but for the platform. So the platform is really creating a lot of wealth for them, but it's not sharing that neither with the author of content, who is its natural partner, neither with its user. Because it is not giving anything. It's giving only garbage to the user.
Yeah, it's a very selfish model. And what about the curation? So, for example, if someone puts videos that are inappropriate or may copyright issues, it's currently a bit centralized, so you would have to manually kind of remove these videos. But what kind of, I guess it's very early stage, and that's completely understandable. You kind of have a complete package from the get-go. But what kind of solutions are you looking at? And, you know, what kind of ideas could be decentralized?
The first tool, we are trying to go with everything as easy as possible. We are creating this platform that is as easy to use as YouTube. There is no learning curve. So we don't want to put things on top of this to make it complicated. We want to reach like broad audience of users. We want to reach the billion users that YouTube has. So the mechanism we find for avoiding unlicensed content or spam content or inappropriate content is when every author uploads a video, he sets a warranty. He blocks tokens on time. The same smart contract that is distributing the earnings also holds its tokens. So in order to upload this video, I need to put maybe a warranty of 500 tokens or 1,000 tokens. So if you are not going to monetize videos, it's game theory. It's the easiest part of the game theory. Here, if you are not going to make money, you are going to lose money. So what are you bother? What you bother on uploading videos here? That's I think we are going to discourage spam content and copyrighted content. We are not going to avoid it, because still there is someone that wants to upload the latest Avengers movie. It's up to him. We are going, in the case of a dispute, we got his tokens as a warranty. And also, there is no content monetizing on the first week. So if you upload the content, you are not going to monetize in the first week. Everything goes to the contract, and it's not going to be distributed until the end of the first week. So we have a time in order for the community to discover these kind of videos, or in order for us at the beginning to discover this kind of videos. Later, we want to create
mind to be this really complex thing on how you would approach it. But now that I hear how you have done it, it's actually really, I really appreciate it. It's very simple and very effective, because it's not like that you lose your payment within that 1 week. It's just kind of on time block, and after a week you get it. And that 1 week is kind of like a cooling off period to make sure, you know, you're there for the right intentions. And at the same time, it's kind of putting a bond. So if you want to upload something and you're going to be doing it for the wrong reasons, you kind of have to pay out of your own pocket, which doesn't really make sense why you would pay and then upload things that you're not going to get paid for. And like, you know, it's a very innovative approach, and I really appreciate it. And this is what smart contracts have really allowed.
And at the same time, we are doing something here, something tricky. We are creating a scarcity, because now everybody needs tokens, even authors. It's not like I have tokens, I'm going to dump the tokens in the market, because I need the tokens. If I don't have tokens, I can upload content. So everybody needs tokens. This creates a demand, this creates scarcity, and this scarcity creates a value on top of the token.
I like that. And what about the white label? What is that about? I saw that in the white paper as well. What's the goal with that?
The white label? Yes. Since we are building here, it's not a platform. The platform is only the front end. We are building a community. We are building a network of distribution. So this network can either choose to serve my platform, they can serve Flixxo, or they can serve any other platform, because they are a network of users. So if they choose to serve another platform, and this platform monetize, so why don't do that? That's the main idea. We are creating
it's like
here.
Miners, right?
Yes. Maybe HBO Go on Sundays can lean on our network. It's okay. We don't know how much are we going to scale. We don't know. We don't know which audience are we going to have on Sunday. So if we surpass 100 million users, okay, there is a network that is going to help us. We don't need to set up servers. We don't need to set up bandwidth or storage space. We have a network here, and they can rapidly, quickly, and effectively distribute my content and make me breathe a little bit, because I haven't, all my servers are saturated, and these guys are keen to distribute my content. They're only going to take a commission for doing that. Okay, so why I shouldn't rely on this network?
Yeah, I really like that,
because it's like a distributed CDN, distributed counter distribution network.
Beautiful. I like that approach as well, because not only is it for your community, but other people can kind of hire out the network if they need to as well.
Yeah. And you.
I just wanted to go to another question, but if you had something to add, perhaps please do.
No. I was telling the main difference with Flixxo and any other decentralized cloud storage solution is that all the decentralized cloud storage solutions have a wrong incentive for the final user, because they're paying him. And if you pay a final user for becoming a node of a decentralized cloud storage solution, you're going to pay him nothing, maybe $1 per month. This is not the right incentive. With $1 per month on Flixxo, you can watch a lot of videos. Nice. But on this kind of networks, there is no incentive. So we are creating the stronger network, a stronger network compared with any other of these projects, because we might have 50 million users lending 1 gigabyte instead of having 5,000 users lending 2 terabytes. And we can have 5 petabytes of information, which is distributed in a compelling manner. And it has a real distribution. It's not like I have 2 nodes or 3 nodes. I have 50 million nodes of this information distributed. So I got this information fast. So they are creating structures for bandwidth, for storage space, and we are creating a structure for bandwidth.
Okay, I understand. And if you wanted to kind of come into the platform, let's say, over the years they have different cryptocurrencies, will you add like an option so people can easily convert their cryptocurrencies to Flixx?
Which people?
Whoever. Let's say
someone has Ethereum. If I am a user, I don't need to buy tokens. I am monetizing with my personal data. I'm monetizing with advertising. So I don't need to go and buy tokens.
You're right.
I start from zero here. I watch the first advertising, so I have money for watching content. I start distributing that content, so I am earning more money for watching more content.
You're right. You're right.
So the user doesn't need. Maybe in the future, when we start serving movies, which cannot we cannot do that because we don't have a network, and we need to teach the network to pay for content. But maybe in the future, when 10 million users or something like that, and after teaching them about the transference of value in internet, we can ask them to buy some credits in order to watch a movie, which you cannot monetize with advertising.
Oh, I didn't. Now that you say it, like, it makes a lot more sense. You need to
futuristic. Yes, we are going to create a decentralized market for advertisers, in which advertisers can get tokens and they can exchange these tokens for Ethereum, Bitcoin, I don't know, credit card or whatever.
And in terms of the videos, are they so segmented and distributed by the network similar to BitTorrent, or in terms of the videos people upload?
Yeah, we are using BitTorrent, so it's the same. We are creating a front end for uploaders, a front end for advertisers, and we have already created the front end for users.
Nice. So in terms of the storage of the actual videos, it doesn't require a blockchain. Blockchain is
no. Blockchain is only for the transference of value. The storage of video is happening on a BitTorrent protocol. I've seen many projects trying to put everything on top of blockchain. And it is not necessary. You need to use blockchain for what it is intended to. If you want to put content inside the blockchain, okay, you're going to spend a lot of money because it's going to stay forever in the blockchain.
Yeah, especially with videos, right? You wouldn't
yeah, there is no way. There is no way. Put text.
The size of the block exponential should blow out. It would be ridiculous.
Yeah, the concept of blockchain, in which every block stores the information of the last block. So if you have a video and you need that information to be stored in every block, and you have many videos, imagine having YouTube. You need to create a new storage space every 10 minutes for the whole YouTube database. It's like impossible to do that. Impossible.
For sure.
You can maybe prove on the blockchain that the content that you have on your computer is the same that of which you have left hash on the blockchain. You can prove the ownership of the content, but you cannot store that content on the blockchain.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about just that, what you just said? Is that a part of the roadmap? Do you intend on doing that?
Sorry, what?
And on having that kind of a system where you can prove ownership of a video?
Yeah, everything is on the roadmap. We wanted to start like something more empirical. We wanted to try and fail and try again. There are no incentives here for hacking, because a hacker would get a lot of credit for watching a lot of videos. We think that we have a field in which we can play. We can invite people to try the platform and try new stuff all the time. I think that's a good thing also about ICOs, in which you have you can pivot. You can create this kind of platform in which you can try. You can build, you can test. There is a freedom on top of that.
A lot more. I really like that approach a lot more, because you really don't know what you're getting yourself into. Like 3 months down the track, you might have a new way of approaching it, or you might find certain things that need to be corrected, or it allows you to evolve it more naturally, and I appreciate that.
Trying to build a community, when you want to reach the final users, you don't know their behavior. This is something that has never been tried before. So you need to try. Maybe this is seems to be the correct way, but tell you this is not the way. So you need to change a little bit in order to reach that kind of audiences. Maybe if you are creating a protocol and you are thinking on this huge hypothesis in which you need to prove everything, so the white paper is like 100 pages. So you need to be more. You need to have everything synced in advance. But in this kind of projects, you need to test. You need to probably you need to fail. It's the only way of learning. It's the only way of learning.
Of course, I like that. And can we just show people how the interface works? Make it show them the fun side of what's going on. Want to do it, or should I do it?
Yeah. You can share the screen, and then I can cooperate with you.
Okay. 1 second.
Okay.
So can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This is flixxo.com/demo. Anyone can get in and try this.
So there's the link at the top, or you don't need this part, that automatically comes up. But yeah, the rest of it is how you get to it. So you can see the interface is very, I think it's very neat. It's very clean. It's very easy to use. You got your credits at the top here, and
Yes.
you can earn more by watching the advertisements. This shows you how many credits it requires to watch this video. So I've got 100 here, so I could watch this twice, for example. And
yeah, everybody gets assigned a nickname, a random nickname. It's only for trying the platform. It's
yeah,
later.
for sure.
You are here. You are Cats90. Yeah, are you Cats?
Yeah,
90?
that's 90.
Cats90, and you have 100 credits at the beginning, and every content on this 50 credits, and shares 50% of the earnings with the network.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I can see if I click on other videos, you can see it on the little part at the bottom as well. It shows you that it's 50 credits to watch it. And if I press on it.
Okay. So you have spent, you have spent 50 credits.
Nice.
50
and
credits.
Let's say I want to watch
No. Stay here.
Okay.
I want to show you. There is an arrow with a 1 there. Yes, click there. You are downloading this content from Kicksand1. That is another user. It's not a centralized server. That is another user. And I'm going to open a window in my house here, and I'm going to watch the same video, and you're going to start uploading this video to me. It is uploading there?
Yeah.
Yes. Now you are earning credits. Remember you had 50 credits?
Yeah.
Go back. Go up. If you click there, you will see that you're earning a little bit credit there. Click on the 50.
Yeah, receiving Flixx by sharing.
307. And we don't go to the blockchain all the time. We don't go to the blockchain all the time. So every time you get 5 credits, you get these credits processed.
Nice. That's really cool. This is like the feature, man.
And you are, let me show you. I am the guy. My user is called, where I was. I shut the window. Yeah, my user is called, sorry, Sweet54.
Yeah.
Yes, you are downloading from Sweet. Yeah, that's me.
Oh,
and I can open a second window here. I'm going to open a second. No, this is not the same video. I'm going to watch a video from another user. Yes, now you have uploading the video from 2 users.
Yeah, and I like how it tells you how much bandwidth you have used for each one.
Yes.
So it says 1.8 megabytes to that person, 1.4 for that person. And it reached 5, so now it's added the 5.
Yes, you have already earned 5 credits and you are earning more. When it reached 5 credits, it's going up. Now you have 50, 60, I mean. Try to watch another video.
This is really cool.
Yes, if I share with you my screen, you will see that I'm downloading from 2 or 3 different users. Now you can go play with this one. Okay, this is another user. I can be part of those users. I'm going to watch the same video. No, I have no more credits with this account. Then it was the other
doesn't matter, but this is really interesting. Just so people understand it, I'm going to kind of describe it. So what's happening is...
Yes, you can do something. Yes, sorry.
So this shows how many people I'm getting the video from. So normally what happens on YouTube is you're accessing data centers and you're getting it from there. Whereas here, it's actually showing that I'm getting, like I can see that I'm getting this from another user and how much that user has given me. So 9.3 megawatts to watch this video so far. And at the same time, if someone else wants to watch it, I can also share it with them. So you may already be familiar with the concept of torrents, but this is how torrents work. So you got seeders and you got leechers. So seeders are the people who download the movie, for example, and they want to share back because, you know, they downloaded it from someone else. And if your bandwidth allows, or you're in a country, or your internet is good enough to be able to share and distribute, why not? I mean, you got some back. And that helps other people be able to obtain that same video at a better speed. And also, you know, it just helps the community in many ways. And you could be in countries where you have very limited internet, and that's fine. You may not be able to share as much, or, you know, particularly at certain times, or whatever it is, you get to choose. You know, you have this option. So for me, this is really interesting. So this is kind of seeding to other people. And for me to seed in this instance, so what doesn't happen in the terms of torrents to other people, I'm not getting rewarded. It's just more of I'm doing it out of the kindness of my own heart, and also to give back something based on probably principles or whatever your perspective on it may be. Whereas in this instance, because I am seeding to someone else, seeding meaning sharing that video to someone else so they can get some of its data from me, and I can see, you know, how much data I have given there, I get rewarded for it. And it seems very, very strong move to actually reward people for sharing, because I'm monetizing for sharing. At the same time, I can access, or others can access, the video at a faster rate, or distribute it with a greater strength by being able to grab that video. The more people that may share it, it's very cool. So you create the entire economy around it, and it's really fun to use. Like I would just use it just to, you know, like earn credits. It becomes almost a really fun thing to do.
Yeah, and try to watch another content now to have run out of credits for watching content.
Okay.
This one. No, you have read about this one.
You're right.
Yep. Now you've been offered to watch advertising and earn 90 Flixx for watching more content. So if you watch this full advertising, you're going to earn credits for watching more content. And this creates a market and monetization for the user, for the authors.
This is really cool. So now I said, yep, I want to watch the advertisement. And now I'm watching the advertisement, and hopefully it will give me 90 credits after I watch it.
No, there is no way to go through this. You need to watch it.
Okay. That's really cool. So now I've got 130 credits, and I can keep watching videos. And I guess in the future, would it be, could I select what kind of advertisements I want, or, you know, based on my, I guess, interests?
Yes. You can say anonymous. So we can even don't know who you are, but it's going to make us more harder to monetize. So we cannot pay as much as if you have shared with us your information. If you know who you are, we can give you more for watching advertising. If you don't know who you are, but you let us try to find out who you are, just analyzing the content you have watched. Okay, you like to watch, I don't know, Fast and Furious, subtitled in English, so we know who you are. So we can pay you a little more than if you know anything about you. If you don't know anything about you and we should only show you advertising, it's very hard for us and for you to monetize.
Fair enough.
So now you are monetizing from your own information on internet.
No, it's definitely not what happens on the internet.
So I want to monetize. If I tell you who I am, I'm going to get paid better. If I don't tell you who I am, but I can let you try to discover who I am, okay, I'm going to get a little less. If I don't tell you who I am and you can't know anything about me, okay, you are going to earn less. So this creates an economy on top of your personal information too.
Wow, this is really cool. So it's like, in a way, for me, the most powerful part is choice. You've given people the choice. I don't have to give my information. I don't have to kind of,
watch advertising. You don't have to watch advertising.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, that's the one. Yeah, I don't have to watch it, but if I want to use the videos and earn credit credit from kind of giving my information out, I can do so. But it's all based on what I think is appropriate, or what I find.
Also on the side of the author decides the price of its content. It's like you upload the content to YouTube, and it's the same content than any other content. There's no way for you for promoting, for creating marketing tools for your content. Your content plays in the same rules that any other content. I cannot choose. Here you can choose the reward for the network and the price for your content. So if you want to put a low price and a high reward, so your content is going to be distributed on the network, maybe you are not monetizing much, but you know that you're reaching a lot of people.
I really like that.
If you are greedy, you can set a high price and a small reward. But you know that you have a hot content, that everybody wants to watch this content. So you can set a high price and a small reward.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. And if people want to get involved, like let's say there's developers, designers, or people like just want to be a part of the community or learn more, what can they do?
I think that the best thing now is showing our Telegram, which is t.me/Flixxo with double X. We have an interesting conversations there. Now we are more focused on the ICO. we've been developing
some details. What's happening? When is it? How many tokens there are?
Okay, this information is fresh. So this is like we are going to make an announcement tomorrow. But the ICO is going to happen on October 24th. We've been promoting October 13th, but since we have the hard fork of Ethereum coming in the middle of our ICO, we have decided to postpone it a week in order to know what's happening. We don't want the rules to be changed in the middle of the ICO. So after the hard fork, we are going to go on ICO. The total token issuance is 1 billion tokens, 1,000 million tokens, and we are selling 300 million tokens on the ICO. We expect to rise between $12 to $50 million. And so we are selling 30% of the tokens. We are keeping for the team 10% of the tokens. We are setting an incentive program with 50% of the tokens that will last for 10 years in a decreasing manner. And this incentive program is intended to reward the new users who join the platform. So we want to distribute this token with as many users as possible. So this is intended to reward social engagement with the platform in the first 10 years. Then after the first 10 years, everything is going to on the market. It's going to depend on the market. And there is another 10% which we will use for covering the cost of the ICO and for creating partnerships with authors, because authors need tokens in order to upload content. So we are going to lend tokens to the authors at the beginning until they reach until they earn their own tokens for uploading more content.
Nice. I'm just going to share my screen again, so if people want to learn a bit more. So this is the website, Flixxo.com. Just so people can see it, Flixxo.com is there. You can Google Flixxo as well. And the token sale button is there, which is coming soon. And if you want to learn more, you can put your email address there, and it will keep you updated with newsletters and announcements, in particular the ICO or other updates throughout the progress of the project. And yeah, if you want to join the conversation, as mentioned, you can go onto Telegram. Telegram is just a messaging app. It's open source and it's encrypted. I highly suggest getting it. A lot of crypto or blockchain communities use it to communicate with their team members. And Bitcoin Talk is if you're a bit more into reading forums and things like that, there's some conversations there. But Telegram would be the most updated, and people will be more than happy to share their knowledge and experience with you. And you can find Adrian there as well, as been reaching him. And you can download the white paper as well. So it's 3 different languages at the moment. And yeah, if you want to learn it from a technical aspect or just gain more information, you can always read the white paper. And you should always do that anyways before getting involved with any ICOs or any projects. Just so it's just a thing to do just before you go anywhere. Just keep the knowledge up. And yeah, there's other links at the bottom if you want to go your own channel. And I highly suggest looking into this project for yourself. I find it really interesting. I really appreciate that you've kind of brought blockchain to a space where individuals can get involved outside of the payment and kind of technical side of things that make it a bit more fun for people to get involved. This is the kind of projects I've been waiting for over the years, to show people that are like, oh, what's blockchain, but what can you do with it? But people keep talking about banking and money, but not many people are interested in those aspects. But this is a great example of what blockchain smart contracts and these kind of tools can provide for people and empower the individual and empower the authors and get rid of all these traffic tools that we put in the way, where they collect so much of the fees and they shove advertisement down your throat and like, watch this, I'm getting paid for it, you're not going to get anything. And like you said, it's very, I don't even think about it till you just said it, that every YouTube video, they can't decide how much they want for their content. YouTube just has a one size fits all kind of a system, and that's not very cool, because if you really take pride in your work, maybe you want to set it to a different pace, to a different price. You don't have that option, and that's really sad, because you want the good artists to be rewarded for it. You want people to have choice. So in your platform, what I love the most about it is like, I have choice to be advertised to. I have choice on what information I get to share, and based on that, there's different rewarding patterns, and that's fine, because it's all transparent, it's all there. And at the same time, I also have choice how much I want, if I am an author of content or videos, how much I want to be paid for that. And that's very, very powerful. You've empowered the viewer, you've empowered the author, and also empowered the advertisers as well, because they're not just like hoping someone's watching it, or they have pop-up blockers or things like this. People actually will want to watch it because they want to get rewarded. I mean, the entire ecosystem is really rewarding, and I really appreciate that. Thanks a lot for building this.
It's a pleasure, and it's great to see the faces of the other people when you show the platform and you see them smiling like you. It's like they discover something new, and we are very happy. We are very happy of the feedback we had on this, and we really believe on this project. We think we have something within hands here, something important.
Nice. And I'll include a lot of the links that we kind of went over at the description of the YouTube video, so other people can access your community, your Telegram, your Facebook, your website, all of those good things. And yeah, I hope people learn from this. And it's been a pleasure speaking with you, looking at your project. I have a personal interest in this because I really enjoy projects that we do. Decentralization is a very, very important part of my life at the moment. So seeing projects that resonate with those feelings and those beliefs are very refreshing, and I really enjoy it. So thank you so much for being part of this episode and showing people what you're up to. And I hope really you do well in the ICO, and that people really adopt this and start using it. I mean, even for my own video right now, I wish I could host it on Flixxo, so people could watch it and I could be rewarded for it. But I have to put it on YouTube right now, and I don't get anything out of it. And my poor viewers have to probably watch advertisements, and they don't get anything out of it. Or if they have pop-up blockers or ad blockers, the advertisers don't get anything out of it. So only YouTube is winning out of all these,
That's true.
Which is terrible. And I hope to be able to use your platform, honestly. And yeah, if other people want to learn, please check the description or check out Flixxo. Thank you so much, Adrian. If you have any closing notes for people.
No, it's awesome to be here sharing this with your community. So I invite everybody to join us. Join our channels, join us on Twitter, on Instagram, Telegram, on wherever. We are there for answering all your questions.
Nice. Thanks, Matt. It's been nice speaking to you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.